all this drinking. Thirsty, will I be alive or dead before 30? That's all that concerns me early. Lemonade quenching my inner rage when it takes center stage way before they pour it on my grave. Minute Maid, let it set my soul ablaze on each and every way. Put me in the water for the save.
They don't know my name. I'll get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains. I'll get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. They don't know my name. I'll get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade.
Lemonade, lemonade.
Tie me up in chains. I'll get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain. Can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so
Historic Lambeau Field. Fittingly, it butts up against Lombardi Avenue here in the heart of Green Bay, Wisconsin. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay. And this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Chicago Bears. Two NFL teams have played more often than the Bears and Packers, and we're underway from Lambeau.
Taken in the end zone. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25.
Take off your helmet and give me a kiss next time.
And the defense has got it. Oh, a nightmare start offensively. This will be a touchdown. Once that ball was loose, the question was, would this be 2 or would it be 6? It's 6. The defense able to pounce on it.
And for the offense, the training didn't really kick in, did it? Once that ball comes loose, you've got to get on it, make sure that you recover it, or make sure you punch it out of the end zone. Anything but give it to the defense to score a touchdown.
And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers.
Makes the score Packers 7, Bears 0.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They run with Collins. Kendall Beckwith on the stop.
Normally when you see a short gain in the middle of a 3-4 defense, go ahead and pat the nose tackle on the back because he's holding things up and taking on extra blockers, which allows one of the inside linebackers to roam free and make the tackle.
Second and 9 now from the 21. They run here with Jason Huntley. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a first down. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then? You take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Cole Kmet, the intended receiver. And it's second down.
Defensively.
Going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so he didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on third down. From the gun, it's Trubisky.
They'll get this into the hands of Huntley.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear first down.
Chicago.
So into Packer territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now Trubisky to throw. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
And he'll take this one down to the 36. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
A 3-yard gain.
Kenny Clark came into the league as one of the youngest players ever to be drafted. He's now one of the unsung leaders of this Packers defense. Went to the Pro Bowl for the first time after the 2019 season.
On third down, Trubisky. And he's got Miller. Trubisky. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27.
9 yards.
His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. Off the play fake, here's Trubisky. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
The ball carrier.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Trubisky now to throw on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on 1st down. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. The man wreaking havoc there, Gerald McCoy, the D tackle for the yard.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
Complete.
Give him 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. And Miller will pull this one in. He's got it for the Bears touchdown.
Touchdown.
Anthony Miller, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Taken in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jim. Hold on, Jim, Mike. Check 52. Say. Shift. Switch.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
3rd down.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Mike 37. We own it. We own it. 50. Hey, you block over here. We are going. Check 49.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 38-yard line.
2nd and 11 now.
This is Jones. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling, and he will finally be taken out of bounds. It's a big play for the Pack on 3rd. 42 yards.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
You got nothing. 58, come on. 58, come on. Yeah, live. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch right now. You got 58. Under 10.
On the counter, here's Jones. And he stopped immediately there.
Aaron Jones.
Roquan Smith, the Bears' leading tackler last season, makes the stop.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
58, boys, 58, 58. Come on. I'm on. Inside. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. 3 buzz. Hey, 58 is the Mike. Go 58 is the Mike. Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball. Wide. Get wide.
To throw is Rodgers. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2.
58 to Mike. 58 to Mike. Hey, 88.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And Jones is not going to have the 1st down as they stop it short. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
So on now for the Packers at their all-time leading scorer, Mason Crosby. This a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. And the 13-year man puts it through, and the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fielded in the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Patterson on the return. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline.
Packer pressure, and down he goes. Kenny Clark make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
And it's 3rd down.
The Bears on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. The shotgun is Trubisky. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
It's 4th down.
Here comes the Bears punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll send this one into the cold Lambeau night. Fielded just inside the 30. A good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in 1st place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that 1st round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
I'm going back to you. 58
Now Jones. And he's going to take this down close to a 1st down at about the Bears' 41. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. 2 minutes remaining in the 1st half. 10-7, our score. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Snap comes at 1. He's going to look deep down the field. He hauls it in. Valdez-Scantling for the Packers touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers Packers add on to their lead. Now Crosby for the point after. It's good to make it 17-7.
Makes the score Packers 17, Bears 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Taken in the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It's a gain of 7, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now it's Trubisky. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
A gain of 4 yards. 1st down, Chicago.
6-man. Check cross, check cross, check cross.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Again, it's Trubisky. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. Looking to throw again, Trubisky. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Another 1st down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a 1st down.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Check 59, right? Mike is 15, 18, 18. Here we go.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is incomplete. He was trying to find Anthony Miller there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Now they'll set up the screen to Huntley.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this 1st half. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Check 59. Right is 59. Right to 59. Switch up.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Jason Huntley with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bears have cut it to within a score. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game.
The score, Packers 17, Bears 14. Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for Chicago.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Takes this about 5 yards deep.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number one.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6.
Check nine. Shoot. White left.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
58.
Here's Jones. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and...
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Khalil Mack has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
It's almost closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Let's bring it. Shoot. Watch the shoot. To the 50.
They'll run it with Jones. And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15.
Aaron Jones.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Lucky. Hey, switch gears.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. Lets it go for Nelson. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Packers. J.J. Nelson, 85 yards. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play. And just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Packers 24, Bears 14.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
2nd and 2 at the 32-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
59 mark, check, 59.
Now Trubisky. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now it's Trubisky. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
They'll come out in a 4-receiver look. 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6.
Check, 59. Hey, pick it up, defense, let's go. Motion. 59 mark, check, 59. Man, we gotta get this stop here, D.
Throwing once more, it's Trubisky.
And they'll get this into the hands of Huntley.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First down.
Brandon, a lot of times you'll see running backs rotate in and out of the game, whether it's completed pass, a good run, it doesn't matter. Here, not only does he stay in, but they go right back to him, and he makes another nice play. Back-to-back catches.
Now Trubisky on first down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Packers take over.
And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity. I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Check 24, check 24. Hatchet.
Again, it's Jones. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. 8 yards on the run, and that cuts us down to a third and about 5.
Tackled by Jalen Johnson.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
58 to Mike. 58 to Mike. Now let's run, let's run. Switch. Watch that. Line left. Line.
On third down, here's Jones. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1.
And they have just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
On 33-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And it's third down.
Let's get it.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing here, Trubisky. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jackson. So they lost yardage, and they declined the penalty. There's no logical reasoning to do that.
I'm trying to go through this little Rolodex in this small brain of mine, and I'm coming up with nothing, partner. I've got zip on that one. Take the yardage, right? Take the penalty. I don't get it.
I don't get it either.
58, boys, 58, Mike. And we have you on the edge.
Jones. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
So many times someone's success is the product of a lot of things coming together really well. And for Aaron Jones in 2019, it all came together for him. He stayed healthy, was on the field for all 16 games, got handed the ball 100 more times last year, and as an end result, broke 1,000 yards in a season rushing for the first time in his career.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there, and now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
58 to Mike.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
3. It's 3rd and 7.
The Packers on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing is Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point try now for Crosby. Make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
Score Packers 31, Bears 14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Gerald McCoy able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Trubisky's pass.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 8. Now Trubisky to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Another solid game-changing play for this defense with the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A solid pickup of 13 sets them up 1st and goal.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Now Jones. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Now that sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
He's crashing. He's checking crack. Sponge. No.
On second and goal, Rodgers. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Goal.
Big play coming here. It's third and goal.
I know he ain't got it. 58 the mark. 58 the mark. All day, punt.
Throwing now is Rodgers. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
A gain of 6 yards.
And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. A 33-yarder from the left hash. The kick by Crosby is good, and that will push this lead up to 20 now. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Fielded in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This time it's 3rd and 3. Here's Trubisky to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Move the chains. A gain of 7 on 3rd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears 1st down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 12 more yards there and another 1st. Down.
And the Bears 1st down.
On first down, Trubisky. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
Was it Darius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground?
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. The offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play.
Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Tonight's final score.
So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It's